Okay, welcome to the Lobo podcast. Today we have Alan Ford Jr. He has 2 albums out right now, Working for the Funny, and Is He Even Funny? You can find them on YouTube. We talk comedy, his breakup, everybody's favorite open mic, Patsy's in Chicago. Actually, all the Chicago comedians hated this open mic, especially the owner. We talk about 2.5 sus moments, he swag at sex pills we used to take. I actually give him one on the podcast, not that one, a different one. But anyways, the phrase was 1 to hurt it, 2 to kill it. And we watched some Donald Trump clips because, let's be honest, way better than the guy we have in there now. Anyways, check out his Instagram, Ford Comedy, if you want to record a podcast, hit up James Webb, my producer, and please support the podcast. Subscribe to the Patreon. Please support. Tell a friend. Give me a rating. Okay, Lobo Dan.
Lobo Dan, Lobo Dan, Lobo Dan. Lobo Dan, Lobo Dan, Lobo Dan. Lobo Dan, Lobo Dan, Lobo Dan. Lobo Dan, Lobo Dan, Lobo Dan. It's the Lobo Dan.
Okay, welcome to Lobo Dan Podcast. I'm your host, Giovanni Diaz. I'm not wearing a shirt because I didn't bring an extra shirt like usual, so I don't want to wear my work shirt, so I'm not wearing a shirt. And I also gained weight, so I'm sure I'm going to lose listeners and the algorithm at YouTube.
You look great.
To the left is James Webb, my producer. How you doing, James? People at Comedy Studio.
I'm good, buddy.
He's been podcasting all day.
All fucking day.
All fucking day. And across from me is Alan Ford Jr. What's up, Alan? How you doing?
Long time no see, man.
We haven't seen each other since pre-pandemic or something, like Riddles, probably, when I was still kind of going to Riddles.
Yeah.
Riddles, you live in Harvey now? Where is Harvey? Is that Illinois?
Harvey is the south side, like it's a south suburb of Chicago. So you go on 57 straight, like 94 to 57 going south, and you'll hit Harvey.
Harvey, what's Harvey like? Compared to like Gary, Chicago Heights, is it like a nicer area?
Harvey is the Oak Brook of all those places.
Oh,
That's what it is.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
Compared to Gary. Gary, Indiana is basically just East Chicago.
Which is shitty.
Yeah.
See, it's pretty shitty.
But I live up north now. So.
Okay, you live up north. And then, where'd you grow up? Did you grow up in Inglewood, or you moved around?
I was born in Michigan City, Indiana. And then as soon as we were able to leave the hospital, my dad moved there with my grandma in Inglewood. And then once he found the house in Harvey, grew up in Harvey.
So who was all of you guys together? Who grew up in Harvey? You,
me, both my parents, my brother, my sister. So I'm the oldest of 3.
Okay.
The oldest.
And then when did you start comedy? I think I started maybe 7 years ago, or I don't know. This pandemic happened. It's all weird to me.
It was like September 2015.
2015.
So that's like 6 years ago.
Is that 6 years ago? Was Riddles your first mic?
Riddles was my first mic. I went to it after I had a job doing. That's where that cracker joke come from. I went there. I had a job where I had this job on this food accessory line where I would take saltine crackers out of a box and put them in another box. But it was all like Hispanics there, and I was on the line. They all spoke Spanish.
Probably
so
Mexican,
it's like, yeah. So I was like, I don't know who the hell to talk to at this point. Then I was just thinking to myself, sitting out there. I didn't even finish the shift. I think I left at the shift was from like 9 to 3. I left at like 11 o'clock. And I just thought to myself, how's this a cracker factory? There's no white people in here. It's like all Hispanics and black people. It's like, what the fuck is this? And I thought about myself.
Where the crackers?
I was like, my brother's like, yeah, you should say it on stage. It's like, I don't know. I'm too nervous. And I've always wanted to do it. It's just about getting on there. And he said, just don't talk about it. Just do it. I was like, all right. So I went up there, did it. And I forgot that joke. And I spent 5 minutes talking about masturbation and fucking some old lady in the library.
Yeah. Did you actually fuck an old lady in the library?
No, I just thought that was funny.
Yeah, well, people I don't know outside of comedies, when you first start, those first like year or two, those jokes are about these type of materials, fucking old ladies and masturbating and if you're a white dude, it's raping Nazis or the Holocaust, right?
Black jokes are in there too if you're a first time or white dude.
A white, yeah, because you're being provocative or something the first time.
Be edgy.
You're being edgy, but it's like you're not good yet, so maybe you should. But you don't. You gotta. I don't care. I feel like you gotta let those people do what they gotta do. What have you been up to since this? Because you've been busy, right? You just recorded another album in Indiana, that place in. The fuck is it?
Valparaiso.
The
Market Lounge Comedy Club. Yeah, actually, that was my second one. I did that beginning of this year. Actually, I wanted to do it towards the end of last year, but it's like it wasn't ready. So pretty much during the pandemic, all I did was write jokes, and as soon as we opened again, I was just doing all those jokes.
Okay, so you were writing during the pandemic, the opposite.
Writing,
of
coloring,
anything.
and making and doing puzzles. That's all I did.
Puzzles? Yeah. No, I did no writing whatsoever. I still haven't. I don't think I've written anything. Like, so if anybody's listening who keeps booking me on stuff, maybe you should stop because I've written nothing new. I have no new material. You know what I mean? Like, so eventually it's going to get to the point where I'm going to get sick of it. I'm just hoping to have a bad set soon. So then I'm like, I definitely just start saying no and stop and not embarrass myself. But it's like, so I don't know. So any advice I got a Mikey O show coming up. So
Oh, nice.
there's a lot of people that go to the show. So but I was thinking about it. Should I just not? But I was like, no, Anthony's doing it, and I should go, right? So I'm gonna go, right? I already committed to it. I'm on the flyer.
Okay, do it.
But the other day, I was like, just back out of this right now. But you're in it, right? You're still dedicated to 10, not like me, where I'm completely my foot's over here.
I learned not to take it for granted during the pandemic because it's like I ain't got shit to do at night no more. It's like, what do? Like my friends are pretty much all gone because I put 100% into comedy.
Yeah.
And then it was like, all right, I guess I just continue doing comedy. How else can I do it? So I started doing this thing called open mic stories where I tell all these random stories. I put those on my YouTube page. And then it's like, okay, I'll just write from here. And then once the world opened back up, because doing Zoom shows are the worst things ever.
James, what's your favorite shows? Zoom shows?
I hate Zoom shows.
Are they gone forever, or are there people still doing it?
I mean, now the comedy's back, bro. Like no one's doing that shit no more.
I think some people do it just because they can't get to the place. Some people, I think some people still do.
Because they're poor or what?
I don't know. They're just terrible. I did
Because they're bad at comedy.
Yeah,
the first Zoom show I did was for Erica Switzer. She like.
Oh yeah, she was from China.
Sure.
Is she back in China or is she back here?
No, she's back here. She's back here. So it was like 7. She said, "Yeah, you want to do a show for Bangkok on Zoom?" I was like, "All right, cool." I'm thinking, okay, I gotta wake up at like 10 in the morning. No, I had to be up at 6:30 in the morning. So it's like, I'm not getting because I'm not a morning person like that anymore. I'll wake up, but I'm not gonna be
comedy,
active, right? Yeah. So I'm just laying in the bed with the blanket over me, and my girlfriend next to me, just telling jokes, just laying down. With no energy at all, sleep in my eyes still. It's like, all right, yeah, let's do this. And then I did that one. And then the other Zoom comedy show I did was for this guy called Dad OG or something like that. He wanted me to headline. I did that show in front of my dad because he hadn't seen me perform. So I was at his house. And I decided to hook the laptop up to the TV. And then I'm like 3 minutes in. I'm thinking I'm crushing. Until somebody yell, "Alan, we can't hear you at all." So 3 minutes in, they like cannot hear me at all. Then, okay, so now I got to hold my phone. And now they said, "Oh, your camera's messing up." So I had to do 15 minutes. 10 minutes of that, I had to work on fixing the audio in the camera. So that was a piece of shit. So I would never do those again.
No, I did one Zoom show, but it was like I used to, like most of my decisions I made in my life previously, it was because like I think one of the producers of it I thought was hot, and I was like, and that's it for a chick basically. And then I was like, I'm not really, and I did it, and I was like, you're sitting down, there's nobody laughing. I mean, I don't know, man. It seems like a circle jerk. We're all it was you know what? It was way too supportive. You know, it was way too supportive. Like people complain about comedy not being supportive, right? Because it's supposed to be supportive now. Is that the new thing I saw? It's supposed to be supportive, right? Comedy. It's not about being funny. It's about supporting and then not hurting people's feelings. That's all that. That's all that matters.
I don't know if you want to get canceled, but
I don't give a fuck.
Okay, I like this. Then.
Look, this is the thing. Don't. I go back. Book me if it's a lot of money and it's a little bit of time. So let's say 12 minutes for $100 or something, or that ratio. Otherwise, please just stop. Because I'm going to send you a message. It's going to be a nice message, but I haven't decided it yet. But
no, it's like now comedy after the pandemic is like when Thanos snapped his finger. All these new people just popped out of nowhere. It's like, where the fuck? Who are you? I haven't seen you. Who are you? I've never seen you. And now, like, all these college kids are pretty much just running the shows like that.
Did you post something the other day? You think bookers don't like you or something like that? Was that you? Did I see you post? Were you angry posting? Were you drinking?
Not.
You drink?
Okay. I drink.
Okay.
I drink. I was having me a tequila moment. I was bored. Like I was bored, and then I was drinking tequila. But I was high at the same time watching 5 Sharknado movies, which I got all 6 for $5.99. So I love me a bad movie. I was sitting and watching that, and then I was just thinking about that because while I'm doing that, I'm sending out clips and everything too. So I got like 5 of them. And then it's like, you know what? I've been doing this for a while, and I've seen people like delete me. What am I doing wrong? And I just put that status out. I wasn't in no sad mood or bad mood. I just felt like putting it out because I'm at home by myself. It's like ain't nobody to talk to. I'm not just gonna sit here and say that out loud. Ain't nobody gonna hear it. Somebody's gonna hear it. So I just put that out there, and then I didn't mean no harm by it. If you like me, you like me. If you don't, you don't. I'll be fine either way.
Yeah,
that's pretty much how I feel it.
Yeah, I don't care. So you live with your girl, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You're a stepdad, right? You don't have any kids.
No. Okay.
That was a different girl.
Yeah, it was a different one. That was the one before the pandemic.
Okay, the pandemic broke you up. Did you guys live together?
We did.
Okay, and the pandemic broke you up? Were you one of those relationships? Yeah. That got broken up by the pandemic?
Well, no, that didn't get that. We kind of broke up way before the pandemic, like before Christmas 2019.
Okay.
So this was, it was just.
It was what?
It was a piece of shit.
Was it on your side, her side, or both of you?
Okay. Like I said, I do this a lot. So sometimes that gets under women's skin. Like they don't understand why I'm out all the time. And so it was stuff leading up to that. Like first of all, her stop having sex with me. I think that led up to it. I was like, okay, I'll masturbate. I don't get no shit. And then just me being out the house, and then money. Like all she cared about was money at the time. It's like, if you care about money, why are you stopping me from going to work? That makes no sense. Like she would tell, call off this day because you need to do this. No, I'm not calling off from work. I don't like doing it. I've never was taught to do that. And it was getting her to go to work. And then it was some sexting going on with another person. And then the week that made it happen, it was the week of my birthday.
You just had, like, you saw it, or you look at her phone, or you happened to see it?
I got nosy.
Okay.
Yeah, it was one of those.
You started getting, like, there's smoke, there's fire, right?
Yeah, it was like, what is going on? And I just had the phone, and then a text came in. I was like, what? And then what I shouldn't have done, I shouldn't have never read the thread, but I read it, and I was like, that's a damn shame.
Yeah.
But then the week that really made it happen was the week of my birthday. We went to Survivor Series that Sunday. That's when Survivor Series in Chicago.
Yeah.
We were an hour late, so we missed the matches before that.
Why?
She's drinking Jameson in the car and playing like Rod Wave, which I would never listen to Rod Wave. Like that Heart on My Sleeve song. That's the only song that played.
I don't even know his song, but I was just at work working on a Rod Wave flag for work because he's going to be performing at the amphitheater in Tampa Bay, and I saw flags, and I was working on some. I wasn't working on some Rod Wave for Live Nation at my regular job. I was working on a flag right now for Rod Wave.
I can't listen to him now because she played it the whole way there, and it was like she was getting mad because he had the little boy with us too, and my brother was with us, and she like getting mad because he wanted to.
Her kid?
Yeah, her
kid. She
had
two kids, or what?
She had two. She had a 17-year-old girl and a 13-year-old boy at the time. And the 13-year-old boy, we're wrestling fans. So he wanted to sit between me and my brother while we were there. And she just got mad at that. She's throwing popcorn. She's doing all this. So
this is because she's drunk at Jameson?
She had the bottle. I'm talking about the big bottle of Jameson. She had that big shit.
750 milliliter.
Yeah. And then, like, she would take the car and then not come pick me up from work. So I would have to catch the bus. One day I forgot my wallet in the car. And it's like, how the fuck? So I had to walk home. So I had to walk from 95th and Cicero all the way to 145th and Oakley.
How long did that take you? Because I'm in the suburbs.
Ooh, that was a couple hours. I'm going to let you know that now. That was a couple hour walk. I had to do that. And then on my birthday, I had to perform at the, I forgot the hotel name. It's like the Virgin Hotel or something like that. I had to perform a rooftop show. She took the car. So it's like, how the fuck am I supposed to get to my show now? Like, I can't get to my show. So I had to call my dad and tell him to get there. And then by that Monday, it was like, you know what? I'm just done.
Did you do the text? You do it in person? So you were living together?
I just left. Just packed the stuff up.
Because it was at her place, so you could just make it easy club, right? And when you left, did she message you? Did she call you or anything like that?
We talked. We tried, and then like she kept like calling me and then blaming me stuff about the car. Like the car is not. It's not my responsibility anymore. It's yours. Like I took my name off of it. But then
you guys got it together, right?
No.
Okay, so it was.
No, yeah, fuck her.
I mean, no. When you got the car.
Yeah, when we got the car, she trashed it.
Okay.
It got completely ruined.
Inside or outside?
Outside.
Oh.
Outside. Yeah, she was driving it, and she was a terrible driver. Like, she's not supposed to be driving. She had no license.
Was she my sister?
She was just driving. There's a 17-year-old driving, and then by the time I see the car again, it's all messed up. Because my dad, we lived like a couple blocks away from my dad in Harvey. So when we did that, it was like, whatever. I'm done. I don't want to deal with the heartache anymore. It's not worth it. And then like a few months later, during the pandemic, I met my new girlfriend, Samantha, and we've been together ever since.
How'd you meet her?
Tinder. She went to an open mic with me. This when Patsy's first closed. And we went to like a bar. It was like, yeah.
Patsy's.
Oh man,
The owner was really nice. You got a Patsy story? You can tell us after this.
I think I got a Patsy story. We went to. It was supposed. I thought Patsy's open was like, you want to go to this open mic with me? She said, I'm going to the Bulls game afterwards. So it's like, all right, cool. But we didn't go to Patsy's. Went to like, it's a bar further down. It's like a couple doors. I don't know the street name. I think that's Fullerton, but it's the 7-Eleven
Patsy's on
right
Lincoln.
There. Yeah. But it's like Fullerton. It's like not too far from the train station.
And Ed Town and them used to run another show there. Not The Drop. They had another one.
Yeah, it was like it's a small little bar where they got this pool table, the bar, and then like we're sitting there and I'm screaming over people because I got to go to open mic because I'm at Maggiano's for Tony Carr show the very next day, and I'm screaming over her, so I lose my voice the very next day. But she showed up. We sat down. We had ass in our face the whole time because people were playing pool because there was a little couch by the pool table. So we had ass in our face. I was like, you want a drink? She said, yes. This is when I knew this girl's for me. She pulls out a Bud Light out her coat pocket. So she snuck a beer into a bar. Or technically, she stole it from the Skybots at the Bulls game. And she did that.
Oh, because they had an open bar there.
And then we shared a Bud Light. We had some fries because we went to this Mexican restaurant, but I couldn't read anything. All I knew was Papa Fritas. So it's like, yeah. Then we had some fries. Then we talked. And then we kept texting. And then, rest is history.
She goes to shows with you?
She likes going to them. She likes comedy.
Has she gotten the mics? Because I don't know if my...
She stopped going to mics.
All right,
she
okay.
caught on to what everybody does now. So she stopped going. She caught on to what everybody does. She asked questions like, why does everybody say give it up for your host? Like, I already did that already. I don't want to do that anymore.
I would have people that would want to come with me. Did I never turn this on? God damn it. I don't even know where
I got you, bro.
You got me?
I'll throw a sign up.
I have a clock here that I look at.
I didn't hear the beep, but I didn't want to say anything.
I'm so worthless.
I love it when you have to be on your toes.
I'm so fucking worthless. Just like when we're at 10, let me know. So basically, I have a clock here I look at, and I can't. I'm so... But anyways, what was I talking about? Oh, open mics?
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm so stupid, dude. I don't know. I was depressed yesterday. Have you ever been depressed before?
Yes.
Yeah. So I don't know why it was, how I was, but this is what happened. Because there's nothing that I was thinking about. You have anxiety. You don't have depression, right? You're white, so you have these things, James.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I have both of those things constantly,
so
all the time.
It's very rare for me. So I had it yesterday, like beginning of the day, and I don't think it was, I don't know if it was something I ate, because I was just at work, and I was just like, I was depressed. Like, I felt like crying, and I was like, I couldn't figure, and I was like, and I knew it. I was like, man, it's like, I'm not in a bad mood or anything, but I'm fucking depressed. And I couldn't, and it was just half the day, and I feel like it was either, I don't know, it was lack of sleep, or it was something I ate. But I just, because it's like, because I was, I don't know where it comes from, but I was like, yesterday I was fucking, like today I was in a shit mood. Certain times, like bad things happen that put me in a shitty mood. Versus yesterday, I was like nothing. Everything was fine, but I was just fucking depressed yesterday. So today's Monday for me. I took yesterday as an L. Yeah. So today's my Monday, because Monday usually I try to come at the week like strong. This is Monday. Like Monday's a good day for me. I don't like hearing people complain about Mondays. But then, I don't know, yesterday it was, I don't think I slept properly. No. I think it's my depression.
Oh, no. See, with me, what gets me kind of depressed and anxiety, if I overthink things, if I think I'm not doing enough, it's like, what else do I need to do? That's why I have to, sometimes I just stay off social media. If I'm not posting anything, if I'm on there too long and I see something like, what the fuck, what is this? I stay off of it most of the time.
No, so last week I started this thing where I was getting off of social media, and I would only look at it 3 times a day. Morning for a little bit, just check it out, notifications, midday, like lunchtime, and 1 time at night. And I was on it. But then the last few days I let it slip a little bit, where it's like I've been opening it more, and just to check the notifications if I put something. And then, so I don't know if that, like a few days ago before I recorded, I started like kind of like it sunk in. And then looking at stories, right? Because I don't know. I have all these rats. I don't know what the word is. There's these
snitches.
No. What's it's a certain. Okay, so I have a friend who has a baby mama, and she's very much. They all post the same way. There's still some of them are on my Snapchat and some of them are on my Facebook. They kind of all post the same way. Like they're at a pool. It's a picture of that.
Hood rats, right?
Yeah, okay. I think they're okay. Hood rat. They have this. They all like. If you look at their posts, they're very similar. They're all 4 in a row. It's the same type of post. And then I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna have to go through some of these and delete them. Like I don't feel they're ever gonna listen to the podcast, or I could ever make money off of them somehow. Have you been making money off of comedy?
Yes, I have actually.
Okay, like recently or?
Actually, the album, I make money from the album because we released it and everything like that.
Which, the DC one or this one or the newer one?
The newer one.
Okay.
The first
one. You
one.
didn't make money on DC?
On the I had to.
Did they take all your money?
No. I'll make all the rights from that one, so he doesn't get. He got paid for me renting the venue, so he's straight on that. He said that, but people don't really listen to that one anymore. They more listen to the new one, because I kind of like share the new one a little bit more. And the first special video that's on DZ's page, and the new one.
The YouTube one is it is on their page.
Yeah, it's on their one, and the newer YouTube one is on my page. So I'm cool with either one. I'm all right with that. But as long as I perform, I know how to put money up. So that's what I learned, to put money up.
Invest in yourself to like what what do you want to do this year? You got like specific goals for fucking?
Oh, I already did them all. I wanted to hit the major stages in Chicago. So I've been at Laugh Factory.
Patsy's.
I did Zany. Brian Rowe tagged me in a picture from when I hosted one of those mics.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, I was just a bad dresser. It's like, what the hell am I wearing for a 1 a.m. mic? It's like shit.
Oh, it was the Friday mic that started that?
Friday one.
The Friday one started at 11. So people don't know, Patsy's had Comedy Tuesday. I was a Tuesday host for like a year, I think. Because it was
the Magic. Was it like Magic Tuesdays or something?
Yeah, Magic Tuesdays. It was man, and like I like you, Noah Gutierrez, but I think Noah was getting paid for that.
He was?
I don't know if you know. Like, I just thought about this, and I was like, but we the host didn't get paid. I swear I saw the. I don't know if it was I hope he was just getting his change, but I think he was getting paid for that. So none of the hosts were getting paid. And I just thought about it right now. Yeah, I remember. I know he's a nice guy, but he was I'm wrong. Maybe he was getting
paid.
Huh? I didn't get paid. Like, but I saw one time that what's his name, or at the end he was waiting, and I saw the owner give him some money, and then I was like, a little bit after I kind of stopped doing it because I was like, we as a host we didn't get paid. Also, there's a 2-drink minimum. So we weren't. I don't think we were obliged to the 2-drink minimum, but we didn't get like not even a pop or a comp pop or anything like that. And I was like, okay. So they were running the whole show till the Tuesday. I don't know how long the Tuesday one, but why don't you pay us, Noah? I just thought about this, dude.
It's all right, Noah. I just wanted the host to jump.
He would just sit there and do
That's all I wanted to do.
The last few years, he was just sitting there doing his homework. He'd kind of bring up the host. He's like, oh yeah. He'd kind of do a set, bring up the host, and we'd just work on his homework there. And then, I mean, that's his hustle. But I just thought about, what was it? You said you had a Patsy story.
My dad, I got 2 of them, okay? One night, I don't think I was hosting. I was just there. And my dad said, what are you doing? It's like, oh, I'm at this open mic up north. And he just pops up out of nowhere. My dad's like old. Like, why are you out this late? He said, I just came to watch you. So I'm like the 8th comic. He stays up for the first 7 comics. I get on the stage. Well, I get in that area in front of him. And I'm like 2 minutes into a 4-minute set. And I just hear snoring. I was like, who is asleep? And I look in the front. My dad falls asleep right in front of me. It's like, damn, I'm not that bad of a comedian that you got to fall asleep in front of me. He just fell asleep, and he denies it to this day. He's like, no, you were asleep. I remember that. The second one is, this was the last time I actually went. I got kicked out. Like, I wasn't inside. I got pushed away. Because I was smoking weed out there.
Oh,
but then that's when that owner came out there. It's like, you guys smoking weed in front of my fucking bar?
I think I remember this. I might have been there that night. I remember hearing something like this. It happened
last night.
Because I happened to St. James too, I think.
Oh, yeah, he was out there with me.
Oh, maybe I was
out
there that
smoking.
night.
Yeah, he's out there smoking, and he just kicked us out. It's like, well, fuck this place, man. It's going downhill anyway. That's what somebody yelled. And sure enough, it closed.
It closed before the pandemic, I think, or maybe during the pandemic.
No, it closed before, because we went on our first date before the pandemic.
Okay. Do you like to smoke? Do you smoke weed before during your performance when you perform?
If it's either after. If I do it during, it's got to be hours before.
Oh, okay.
Because if I can't smoke and then go straight up, because then my words start slurring. And I do it like that. And I don't like that.
No,
I normally like drinking tequila while I'm on stage or before I go up.
No, I smoked a little bit for like. So one time I smoked on accident before a set. Like I had a pen, right, and I had a pen on me, and then I hit it at certain. Like I would hit certain amounts, and then I hit too much of the pen, and then I got to the mic. And I was too high, right? And I was like, I wasn't even gonna go up. I was pacing. I was walking back and forth. But when I finally got on stage, it slowed me down. I actually did better. And then I was like, oh shit, this isn't bad. So I started smoking a little bit, like every time, except for one time I did. There was an open. What's that mic we used to go to? It was in the suburbs. It was like on Wednesdays. No, it was on Thursdays.
No,
Brad Stupik used to host it.
It's Josephine's?
Yeah, Josephine's, right. That was a cool little place. Frank, the owner, is old. The owner would yell. Like, he was very loud. Like you'd be doing a set, right, and he'd be like, vodka soda, vodka. You know, he'd be taking orders, but he didn't tone down his voice at all. He was old. And then I remember I was too fucking high, and then I was telling jokes, didn't go well, and then I was like, you know what? Let me just do something that's tried and true, and I tell it, and that didn't go well, and I was like, and I didn't know what to do. I was like a deer. I didn't know how to recover, and I was too high, and that's the last time that I ever smoked again after doing a show.
The only person I know who ran like a mic or a show and it was on Wednesday, was Ronnie from. He was cool with it. Like he was like, as long as y'all ain't causing trouble, you good, you know.
At Berwyn.
Yeah, at Cigars and Stripes.
Yeah, he doesn't want to bring comedy back. He's just making too much money selling wings, so he doesn't want to bring it back.
He doesn't have to, even though that was a fun spot, man, on Wednesday.
Yeah,
I like that spot.
But he's like, I think I had a few people that went up to do shows. He's like, nope. I was like, I'm making money. It's like comedy's not making any money, so and I was like, all right, I get it. Like I get it. He doesn't want to do it. Are you going to produce anything?
I actually been producing a show every Monday at Riddles before.
A weekly show? How do you feel about that? You have help? Because you get help producing these shows?
I have help. Like,
how many producers
are there? So it's called 4 Piece of Laughter. I'm with these other 2 comedians, Brandon King and Mike Banks. We call Run the Light because I learned I'm not respecting the light anymore like that. I'll probably go over like a couple seconds, but I won't like disrespect it like that. But they run the light too, so I was like, oh, that's fine. Let's just call ourselves Run the Light. Good comedian team name, right? We're starting to do shows now together, but we do that every Monday. And Connor Ford is on it too.
I know Connor Ford, don't I?
Yeah.
Is he fat white dude from Indiana?
No, he's not from Indiana.
Who the fuck is Connor Ford?
He's from like Lake Villa. You look at the flyer.
Race. What race is? Can you pull up the flyer? Let's see.
Yeah.
Come on, I'm over here.
4 Piece of Laughter.
Is he
it's
white?
probably on my Instagram, or my Facebook, or you can check out Run the Light on Facebook.
Connor, is that tall guy? He was that used to go to Josephine's.
I'm the tallest one out of all of us.
The fuck is?
He wears like that straw fedora. Yeah. See, that's the one we got this Monday coming up. That's Connor right there.
I feel like I've seen this guy.
He used to do a roast battle with Mar at Lake Villa.
Ken Ralph, fuck yeah, dude.
I love Ken, man.
Who's Ken Ralph?
Ken's the man.
Where's he from? Tell me more about Ken.
Ken's the
Ken's
man.
a good dude, man. I recently met Ken, man. We had a few conversations. He's
Is it a Chicago guy or what?
Yeah, newer.
Chicago guy.
Newer comic. Hangs out with Blake Burkhart all the time. Oh, and Derek.
Oh, Derek.
Strong. Fuck yeah, let's go. It's a good lineup, dude. Fuck yeah.
Who's the guy with the glasses?
That is Tyler Shingen.
Oh, okay. I thought it looked like, what's his name?
Weisselbaum, yeah.
Time Weisselbaum. Who had what's his name? Who's that gay guy?
Bill Cruz.
No, All Right. The original All Right gay dude who got deplatformed.
Phil White?
No, deplatformed.
Oh, Milo Yiannopoulos.
Isn't Milo? So I don't know. Do you know who Milo Yiannopoulos is?
I don't know who this is.
So pull up Milo.
I'll pull up Milo. You know who Milo is.
Milo Yiannopoulos was his outspoken gay dude. He used to work at Breitbart. You know, Breitbart, it's a right wing. Okay. It's started by Andrew Breitbart, which is a right wing.
No.
Okay. I don't even know who that is. All right. Mandy Moore.
Is he like, there he is.
There he is. British commentator. So, Milo. He had a great podcast on season. No? Okay. So, all right. Let me explain who Milo is. Look at this. With the Trump hat, everything. Oh, and he's doing the white supremacy thing. He was one of the greatest trolls, I think. You know what? A good podcast, him and Ari Shafir. But anyways, Milo, I'll explain Milo. Milo was a gay, I think he's Jewish, gay Jewish conservative. Had a black husband, right? He worked at Breitbart, so he's a troll. He'd push he'd say the worst things possible.
Right.
on purpose, but he got deplatformed because he said something about 16-year-old. Do you remember what he said? Something about him
he
and
said
older
that,
men.
So he came up in like the Catholic Church, and he was basically excusing. Like, he was like, and this is why I'm gay, because father whatever, like, showed me a good time, and, like, that's fine. Like, that's how you're supposed to fit. And it's like, you're a fucking kid. So he basically advocated for pedophilia.
He just looks like a douchebag. All his shades he wears just look like a douchebag.
Yeah, that was his look. He purposely did his look. But now I think Milo is, now he says he's not gay anymore.
Yeah, he's straight. He came out as straight.
He came out as straight.
Yeah.
Once you take a dick, you're gay, man.
Are there any clips of Milo?
You take a dick, you gay. You put a dick in your mouth. If you put once you take a dick, you gay.
Yeah.
I just think that's how that was. There's no bisexual. No.
Never had any gay moments.
Gay moment?
I have 2.5.
I think I did. I watched High School Musical. It's like, man, Zac Efron.
Oh no,
his eyes are just mesmerizing.
That's it. How come? No, mine was I got kissed by a comedian in Milwaukee, Gary Zajikowski. We were at a party, and you know Gary.
No, I'm shocked that you. Go ahead, continue with the story.
So Gary goes up to me at this party, and he goes up to me and gives me a kiss on the lips, no tongue or anything, right? Okay. And it was my first party I ever went to, right? As like a comedian.
Well, that's not technically gay. There's no tongue.
I had another.
I kissed my dad on lips before.
Yeah.
I never got that, how you kiss your kids on the lip. But look, so he kissed me on the lips. I didn't say nothing, right? I didn't say nothing because I had one of those moments. It was one of those keep it real, go wrong. It's the first time me stepping outside an open mic or a show and hanging out with comedians in a social setting. So I got invited to this party, or invited myself. Or I think Liz and Allison had this party. Allison Dunn and Liz, I forgot Liz's last name. Yeah.
Okay.
They had like a little shindig, I think, for their birthday, so I went, right? And at the time, I had a crush on Allison. So then I go over there, probably one of the reasons, and then he goes up and it does it, right? And I'm like there, I was like, fuck, what did I do? This is the first time hanging out with these people. I don't want to come off as like too unwoke, you know what I mean? I don't want to really let them know how I feel. But no, I was like, fuck. So I didn't say nothing, right? I didn't do anything. That was one. The other one, 2.5. That was my half. That was my half. That was my half. 2.5. The other one was
the full one.
The other one was years ago. I dry humped me and my cousin. I dry humped my cousin. Right. I won't say which cousin. I won't give any details to what he does now because he has a professional job. He's married. He has kids. Wait, make sure all my cousins are married and have kids. They should, I think. But anyways, and then I don't know. We were young and dry humped, and I was like, all right. And the other one was I might have fucked a dude in Wrigleyville.
Excuse
like
me?
3 years. I might have fucked a dude in Wrigleyville.
You might have fucked
a dude in Wrigleyville. Pretty sure I fucked a dude in Wrigleyville. So what happened was...
Wait, how you don't know
I'll tell
if you took a dick or not?
I'll tell you, right? I'll tell you. No, I didn't take it. I said fucked. I didn't say get fucked.
Well, how do you not know if you did that?
Let me explain.
Okay.
So I was at a girl's house, right? Who I now have blocked.
Okay.
So anyway, I was at a girl's house and we were supposed to have, like, we hung out and she invited back to her place and I was like, all right, we're going to have sex. And she's like, we're not going to have sex tonight. And then you already just like, I was just upset and I was like, we're not going to have sex. And I was just like, whatever. She's like, and you can't, she's like, you can sleep in my room on the bed, but we're not going to have sex. And I was like, okay, I'm leaving. She's like, why are you leaving? I was like, because we're not going to have sex, so I don't want to be here. There's no reason for me to be here. And she was making like a fit, right? And then afterwards, I remember she messaged me, like, oh, I should have had sex with you that night. I regret it. And I was like, well, we ended up having sex at one point. Anyways, so then I leave, right? And I take an Uber to, I think, where my car is. So I get in an Uber because my car's parked somewhere. Because I met him at a bar, then we went from the bar. So I'm like looking for my car. I can't find it. Now I'm walking down Wrigleyville, right?
Right.
And this chick goes up next to me, right? Long hair, long dark hair. And she's like, hey, you want to hang out? And I was like, and I'm pretty drunk right now. I was like, yeah, let's hang out. And like, I'll give you a word of advice if an attractive chick goes up to you and wants to hang out, right? Mm-hmm. And unless you're a lot better looking, but if you look like me, you're average looking, not bad looking, but unless you're a fucking stallion, that's a dude, right? That's not going to be a fucking chick just going up to hang out with random dudes. So, that's a dude, somebody wants to rob you, or a hooker, okay? Let's be realistic. Let's look at yourself, from 0 to 10. I'm not a fucking 10, all right? I know what I'm at. I'm not a bad looking dude. I can get women, but I'm not where a hot chick is going to go up to me and be like, hey, let's fuck. I want a bone. So I'm like, all right, yeah, cool. So we walk in. She helps me find my car at least. So we go. We find. I'm pretty drunk, and then I remember I started having doggy style in the car. Started having sex with blows me condom, and then having sex with it. And I'm like, I remember I'm looking down. I'm like, fucking her in the ass. I'm like, she got a pussy? Did I see it? And I'm like kind of just thinking like, why are we having anal? Why straight to anal? So it's like in the back of my like now I'm starting to sober up a little bit, and I'm like, all right, wearing a condom that's good, but I normally don't wear condoms, so. And I was like, in the back of my head, it's like, do I know or like, because I'm starting to sober up now, right? And I never saw any like dick or balls or anything like that, but I was like, man, like, what the fuck? Now I'm sobered up. I was like, man, is this? Now I'm sobered up, right? And it's done. We're done. Whatever. I'm in the car, and I give her a ride, and I'm looking at her. I'm looking at her face. I was like, this. It's a little bit rough around the edges, right? Like this is a dude or something, right? So I was like, man. I was like, whatever, man. I'm gonna take this out. Like I need to chill out on my, and I was like, obviously need to chill out on my drinking. That's where my phase was. I was like aggressively drinking. You know what I mean? Like not during mics. So you never saw, and this is when I was doing comedy. So you didn't see me at mics. I don't drink at mics and never. This is like weekend Giovanni.
Okay.
Comedy Giovanni didn't drink anything for the most part. There's a few times.
Water.
Water or whatever, club soda. And then I'm like, fuck it. I give her a ride, and then I give her a business card with my name on purpose, right? I remember this. I give her the business card. I was like, here, take my card, right? And if I ever become famous, fuck it, come out of the woodworks, like Eddie Murphy style, just fucking come out. You know what I mean? I fucked a trans or something. But now, like, it's actually technically, I'm woke, right? Because I had sex with a trans person, right?
That's correct, yes.
So I'm uncancelable, right?
You are both
I don't
on
think
every
you should
show.
want to be famous because if they come out and say that, your girlfriend's gonna be like, "What the fuck?" Giovanni?
She knows the story.
Oh, okay, then never mind it.
Yeah, she fucking.
I didn't know that.
She knows. She knows about the strippers, right?
Okay.
I don't know if you know about the strippers.
Do your parents know about this?
Not my mom, and my dad smokes crystal, so who really cares? He's in
that's
Mexico
fair.
too. He got deported.
That's fair.
For my mom, like I talked to my mom the other day. I don't know if you have a wild side or not, or you seem like a calm dude. Like you haven't
I got one.
fucked a trans. Okay,
No, I never did that, but
look,
I've done some outrageous shit before.
Yeah. So my mom, like the other day, I was like, I just told my mom, I was like. Something like I hinted about my wife, but I think she still sees me as this perfect angel. There's me, and then there's my sister,
Right.
who's like the bad one now,
Right.
and then there's me. But I don't know. I don't think she's, because it's like I was a, what do you call it? A drunk, but I was fucking like, I'd get up in the morning, I'd go to work, I'd get the stuff done for the, I'd get it done. You know what I mean? So you didn't see that. I never got arrested for anything drunk related. You know what I mean? I got arrested for. Have you been arrested before?
No.
No, you've never been arrested.
I'm not gonna say never because I have not been arrested.
You have not been arrested. I got arrested just for like a gun thing.
I won't do good in jail. That's why you can't commit a crime with me because I'm snitching. I don't go to jail for nobody.
No.
Nobody. That's my whole family like that. We don't go to jail for nobody. Like my brother hangs out with these gangster rappers, but he ain't going to jail for none of them. Like if you heard out, like, somebody came, like if we robbed a bank together and we were in a room and they brought McDonald's in, just know I left eating McDonald's and you went to jail. Because why invite me when I just told you I'm not going to jail for nobody?
I had to argue with my friend. He's like, no, you don't do. And I was like, listen, like
You don't snitch, huh?
like I don't know, like 6ix9ine, right? What happened with 6ix9ine? Do you know what happened with? I know he snitched
And got 6ix9ine in jail.
and he got out, but he snitched. But I think those didn't. I don't know what happened exactly, but like, but he's anyways. What I was talking about my mom being. Oh,
Your mom thinks like you're the angel.
Oh yeah. Like, do you know about the strippers, right? You know, I've fucked hookers before, right?
Yeah, you told me this before.
Yeah. So I've like I used to have comics message me. Like I have a comics message me because there's a lot. I'm not gonna say they're insult comics, but there's these comics, right? You can tell like they're not getting laid, and I had a few people go up to me. He's like, man, I was this close to messaging you because I was gonna get a hooker and I wanted some advice. And I had multiple comics come up and tell me these things, and I was like, all right, but I could give the advice. You know what I mean? Like I don't know if you ever been to that point where you were like looking at ads or anything when Backpage was around.
When I was single, you know that Snapchat shit'll get you.
Oh,
That
wait.
There's thing.
There's
that,
hookers
like,
on Snapchat, right?
Yeah,
now?
there's hookers on Snapchat. But then again, you find out they ain't hookers. It's just people who want your money. So yeah, I've like taken Ubers to places that didn't look like the right address. I've done a lot of shit. Some stupid stuff. I've like this one time, this girl was like, "Yeah, we can meet here just for such and such price." All right, it's like okay, and then this was all the way on like the west side. So I took an Uber because I had a show at Independence Tap, and I took the Uber.
That's where I was high that one time. It was Independence.
I remember
Tap.
that one. That was not a good one at all. I did not do good either, and it was like okay, I took the Uber from Independence Tap to like the west side of Chicago, and at the same time when I'm in the Uber I bought some sex pills because I want to make a good first impression.
Which one did you get?
I got the swag one.
What?
Yeah, this the one with the stick figures on the back, like he looked like he hitting it, but then the girl was like laid out with like fire coming out of it too.
It says 1 to hit it, 2 to kill it. No, swag contains hidden drug ingredients.
Yeah.
FDA, shut up.
Yeah, that's the one right there. Look. I got one of those at the gas station.
I don't like swag. My head kind of hurts when I take those.
Yeah, you get a headache. You get a headache too. That shit lasts about 3 days, man. I had a 3-day erection. But
don't go to a fucking pool.
No.
With fucking kids.
Giovanni, you've shown me this.
Yeah,
before.
I showed you this before. Wonder heard it. I'm not allowed to take these. Jessica's like, you can't take these anymore.
Like I was single and I took that, and they said, yeah, it takes an hour to kick in. It's like, all right, by an hour, I'll be in them drawers already, right? And so I go, and then like I'm contacted, say I'm downstairs. I ain't getting no reply. I was like, okay, must be asleep, so I'm calling. It goes straight to voicemail. I'm calling again, go straight for voicemail.
That's happening to me.
This is some bullshit, man. So I call the Uber all the way back, all the way. I'm in the Uber with one of the biggest erections in my life.
Yeah.
I masturbated at least 4 times that night because I was so horny.
Swagged out?
And then and that shit lasts at least 3 days.
Oh, swag 2. Listen, swag 2, no headache.
No.
I like how it says sex with a grudge.
That's what
That is a lot.
Yeah, man. When I was single, man, I was a pervert. That's crazy.
God damn, bro.
Yeah, dude. So I was. Yeah,
It's like, man, I need to get something. It's been a long. It was like
What is in this?
because when the old girl, we didn't have sex for like 5 months. Then we broke up, so it's like longer. And it's like, man, I gotta get this out.
That stuff's not really okay. I remember Red Band talked about sex pills a long time ago. What they do is they basically take generic, I think Cialis or Viagra ingredients, and they throw it in there because it's not regulated. Is what I think Red Band was talking about. Keep out of the rigid children.
I would recommend that.
Yeah. So do not take this pill with anything that might have a nitrate in it, like a hot dog.
Yeah, don't eat hot dogs with this.
Store this product in a cool and dry place. What the fuck?
Do not take more than
I
one
think I still have some sex
Keep
pills
out
in
of
my
reach
fanny
of
pack.
children.
Okay, now
Imagine
hold
your
on.
4-year-old taking it.
So it says don't take more than one, but it clearly says take 2 to kill it. So what am I supposed to do?
I don't half-ass nothing, man.
Take them all.
Do I still have
Eat
any
the
in
package.
here? Like I still have these because I want to throw these
Oh
away.
my fucking god!
It's not swag. It's not swag. But I have these two.
Like CBD pills or something
no,
like
these
that?
are these old. These
That
are-
looks like a swag pill right there.
But it doesn't have the. This might be half a swag.
I have a swag.
And this is some other one, maybe the Black Mamba or something like that. I don't remember, but they've been here. I don't know what to do with them. Like I don't want to throw them away, but you want them?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Sex pills.
Let's see what's going on with this. It's going to be a good
Oh,
night.
here's another one. Oh, this one's already open. I'll probably just toss this one. Let's throw that one away.
No, I went to New York. This is the second time I went to New York this year. And they had the Museum of Sex. First of all, one of the greatest places I've ever been to.
Can you look it up? The Museum of Sex.
The Museum
by
of
the way,
Sex,
I
man.
forgot that if you didn't see the listeners, it says 1 to hurt it, 2 to kill it, sex with a grudge, and there's a stick figure, and the girl's bent over, and she's on fire.
She's on fire.
But okay, so the first one she's on fire, and his hands are on his shoulder, on his side. But the second one,
She is dead.
They have the erection still, if nobody notices that. They have the...
Oh, it's even a
Also,
bigger.
yeah, his boner is huge in the second one, and he has muscle.
Oh yeah, it gives you.
Swag will grow your dick 3 times its original size and give
That's
you
hilarious.
biceps while you kill a woman.
But it's true. Swag original. It does give you a headache because I remember.
What am I googling? Museum of Sex.
The Museum of Sex. But my girlfriend's like, don't ever take these anymore. Like you don't know what's in them.
That's
like
a cool little place, man. So the Museum of Sex, when you walk through before you go register, they have like all this stuff they sell. So they sell sex pills there. Like they sell CBD sex pills, so legal one. So you can get like sex books, all that stuff when you walk through. And then you go register, you get your ticket. So the first floor is like all these games. like all these games. So they got like these carnival games. They had these one carnival games where they got all these people. You know the one where you like squeeze the water gun and try to shoot the target?
Yeah.
And the people race? They got all those sets figures up there. So it's like somebody with a big penis on a horse or some girl with big titties on a tiger with a big penis like that. And you win. And then what you win is you get king or queen of the sets world. You get one of those crowns. And some gay dude won, and he got queen of the sets world, which I found that shit hilarious. That was funny.
Did you go to Exotica? We were trying. Me and Jessica wanted to go, but then
No, I didn't go to that.
I wanted to go to Exotica. Exotica is it's the porn convention basically.
Yeah,
It's
porn convention.
Yeah, I wanted to go to Exotica.
I work at Zany's in Rosemont, and I saw all of them.
You work there now?
Yeah, I do the door.
Okay.
So I like employee there.
Yeah.
So you can see them all just walking by. Back and forth. And then that store, I think it's just, I forgot what that concert hall is. In that store, they have like UFC fights. So one day we're just sitting there just waiting for the doors to open. You just see somebody walking out with blood just dripping on them. It's like, shit, what's going on over there?
I went to Zany's Rosemont by myself, right? Because I work in Elk Grove Village, so sometimes I'd see who's there, and I was like, oh, I'd swing by, like maybe I go to. So it was Pat McGann, right? And I saw Pat, and I was like, hey, I want to see Pat. I've never seen Pat, so I wanted to see him. And then I go and I got a ticket and I went by myself. But I don't know, have you gone to, I'm used to going to places by myself, but people look at you a little bit different when you go by
When
yourself.
you go by yourself?
Yeah, because they're like, you show up. I was like, hey, I'm here to Pat McGann. And he was like,
I
all
normally
right.
go to places if I know who's on the bill. Like even if I know like the features or something, that way I could just hang out there and then.
Well, I want to see
like
Pat,
I'm
but then
there.
I go up there and they're like, oh, are you, is anybody coming? And I was like, no, I'm by myself. I was like, oh, okay. And they kind of, I don't know, they think like you're going to, I don't know.
Now they let comedians in for free, pretty much. They just let comedians in.
Oh, it's that one. But I think everything was sold out, right?
Oh, yeah.
And then I don't know, I think I gave my ticket to some other guy. But anyways, I stopped with, and this happened to you. Wait, did you fuck that night? No, right? You didn't.
What night?
Sexpo night.
No. I masturbated 4 times that night.
Yeah, you masturbated 4 times. And that was one of the most annoying things. Remember the Pikachu with the boner meme?
Yes.
Yeah, so I remember, I think there was Sexpill and then she doesn't come over or something like that. Because, god damn it, dude, how many times it happened. Like, I'd start messaging with a girl and then she cancel on me, but I was like, I got too excited and I took it before and now I was just fucking sitting there. That's the saddest fucking boner when you're just sitting there at your fucking house by yourself with this painful erection. Oh, I fucking hate this. Oh,
Funny. Every time I do think of Sexpill, I think of the Curb Your Enthusiasm episode. When you ever seen Curb Your Enthusiasm?
I should. People tell me I should watch Curb,
Larry
and
David
I'm sure
was
I would like
competing
it.
against Rosie O'Donnell for this girl, and it was like this whole baseball steroid thing going on. So Larry technically was cheating with that Sexpill, so the girl won't have to date Rosie O'Donnell anymore. This shit's hilarious. It's so stupid.
There's 2 people who attacked Rosie O'Donnell, right? It was Donald Trump, and it was the other guy who he has brothers who are actors. His brother was in Biodome. He was in Glengarry Glen Ross. Baldwin, right?
Alec Baldwin?
Alec Baldwin. Didn't Alec Baldwin have a thing against
Did he?
Didn't he call her like a fat pig? Or is this all just Trump?
No, that's Trump. That sounds like a Trump thing.
Pull up Alec Baldwin,
Rosie O'Donnell.
fight.
Beef.
I
See
swear.
if they had beef.
What did Trump say about her?
Oh God, I could quote it verbatim because Bobby Buds has made me watch it so many times.
Yeah, well, let's pull it up in a second. Let's see, Alec Baldwin. It's fun, Rosie. No, am I making things up again?
Yeah, I think that's just a Trump thing.
No, yeah, this is.
What did Trump say?
You're looking for this.
Let's look it up.
Trump culture versus
Rosie O'Donnell.
Oh, I miss Trump.
Rosie is a loser.
Look
Where's
at
the
this.
fucking? Hold on. Where's the video? Hang on. I'll find. It's in Hillary chat.
Go to
Hold on.
DuckDuckGo. That's a problem.
No.
See how it's
Hold on. I'll find it. Talk about something else while I find it.
Yeah, we'll talk about something else. But Rosie, yeah, I didn't have a crush on Rosie O'Donnell, right? But I used to watch. So I used to watch the Rosie. Do you remember she had her own show, the Rosie O'Donnell show?
Yeah, the talk show.
Yeah, and then she had these things that she would flick them, right? And she was really nice, like Ellen. The people who are really nice up front. Behind the scenes are monsters. And then now I think Rosie's more like to herself. But I remember she used to have a crush. The thing is she had because back, I don't think you could be gay back then. I remember 'cause she had a crush.
No, yeah, you couldn't really be gay back then.
Yeah, because she had a crush on Tom Cruise, and it was the big thing in the thing. And I remember afterwards, I was like, man, this bitch was lying to me this whole fucking time over there talking about Tom Cruise.
Ellen makes her workers chew gum before they walk in her office. That's the true thing.
Oh, that's one.
That's elementary coworkers do that.
Steve Harvey did some. Steve Harvey did something too. Like you couldn't look at Steve Harvey, right?
I think so, something like that. You couldn't like look at him or say much to him. He can't really take a joke.
So, wait, did you work at Amazon?
Yeah, I did work at Amazon.
Okay, so you can't steal from Amazon.
No, you cannot.
My buddy,
people do it anyway.
Tried to steal from Amazon. No, he was in the bathroom. He found a phone on the floor at Amazon. And from how it described to me, they scan you. What do they? Don't they X-ray you or what do they do?
Well, now with COVID, they don't really X-ray you. I worked there during the pandemic, so what they would do is they'll have you stand in that little square, and then they'll have somebody just check the bags. But they give you clear bags. You can't walk in there without a clear bag. So if you have a book bag, they literally take everything out of it.
What about your pockets?
Oh no, they don't check your pockets.
Okay.
So they don't have like no scanner, nothing like that. And normally they have cameras pretty much everywhere in there, but that place is a piece of shit. So.
Oh, what?
Amazon.
Did you?
It's awful. It's awful. It's the worst. It's a terrible job.
Well, tell me about it.
Well, it's repetitive. When the job gets repetitive, it's repetitive. And then I hate when jobs come and get you from like one area that move you to a next while you're still working on the one area, like it's not busy. I used to do this thing in transship where all I did was like a water spider where I would take the pallets when they stack up, wrap them, and then put them in the area for somebody to come get them and take them to the truck. Now I was like, all right, I'm good with this. I got my music in there. I can do this. Then they took me to this place called counting, where I would be in front of this machine in this little box area in front of these rows of things, and I would sit there and count each item, and then put how much is it, and then send it, and then do it again. Imagine doing that for 10 hours.
I was watching these things about people like, is it true they were making, like you couldn't pee, you had to hold your pee, or they were encouraging people to pee?
Yeah, you can't really leave your area. If you leave your area at a certain town, at a certain time with your scanner, right? Yeah, you get dock points, and then you get fired. You can't really leave your area. And so they give you a 30-minute break for lunch, which sucks.
Oh, is this it?
Yeah,
this the one?
No, keep going with the story.
Yeah,
So you get a 30-minute break, which sucks because the main break room is all the way downstairs. So if you're on that like 4th floor and you get downstairs, by the time you get down there, you got like what, 12, 15 minutes to eat, and that shit sucks. And then you got to find a place to sit because there ain't no space for it. And then they give you another 30-minute, which you don't have to clock out for. And that one is like towards the end of the day. So it's like, this shit is stupid. And so I would work there from like 7:30 to 6.
Jesus.
It was just awful.
Jesus,
just
Christ,
terrible.
dude.
That's what they do.
That's Jeff Bezos. But here's another billionaire, Mr. Donald Trump. Let's see.
Donald's disgusting.
Wait, hold on. You're sorry again.
Take a look at her. She's a slob. She talks like a truck driver. Rosie attacked me personally because I was very happy when her talk show failed. The other thing that failed, and this is a real monster, and everybody was suing her, was her magazine. Her magazine called Rosie was a total disaster. So I loved it. I gloat over it. I think it's wonderful because I like to see bad people fail. Rosie failed. I'm happy about
This
it.
fucking
She's
guy,
basically
man.
a disaster. Well, she called me a snake oil salesman. And, coming from Rosie, that's pretty low because when you look at her and when you see the mind is weak.
He has
I don't
nothing.
see it.
He had
I don't
nothing
get
better
it.
to
I
do.
never understood. How does she even get on television? I believe Barbara made a terrible mistake putting her on, and I think Barbara's probably paying a big price. If I were running The View, I'd fire Rosie. I mean, I'd look her right in that fat, ugly face of hers. I'd say, Rosie, you're fired. We're all a little chubby, but Rosie's just worse than most of us.
That's hilarious. That's funny.
Rosie is a very unattractive person, both inside and out. Rosie's a person that's very lucky to have her girlfriend. And she better be careful or I'll send one of my friends over to pick up her girlfriend. Why would she stay with Rosie if she had another choice?
Oh,
She's trying
shit.
to use ABC and The View to get even with me. But with me, we fight back. I'll probably sue Rosie because she doesn't tell the facts. As an example, I'm worth many billions of dollars. Now, she said I was bankrupt. I never went bankrupt. So probably
You can
I'll
tell
sue
they
her
edit this out
it would be
because
fun.
it's like
I'd like to
skipping
take
shit.
some money out of her fat ass pockets. I actually think they ought to look at her whole life and see where she's coming from because I think she's got some very deep-seated problems. Perhaps it should be Rosie that goes to rehab.
Rosie is a loser.
That's the longest roasting session I've ever seen.
How many times have you seen this with Bobby Buds?
Over 20. We
That's
would watch
hilarious.
that before every episode of Hillary that we recorded.
Only Donald Trump can make fun of somebody that said, "Yeah, I will sue her." Like you just made fun of, you just went in on her for a minute.
Don't you miss him?
Yeah, man, it's kind of boring. My girl is like, man, I haven't heard.
boring.
It's so
Fucking
boring.
miss Trump.
My girl is like, I haven't seen Joe Biden in the news at all. Say, yeah, because he's doing his fucking job. That's what he's doing. He
Yeah.
doesn't need to be in the news. It's like, oh,
Fair
man.
enough.
Yeah,
hilarious.
Biden's doing his job.
He's doing it.
Yeah, he is. He's not.
I don't
doing
know.
shit.
It's just he's not.
Someone's
in the news
doing
like
his
that.
job. Didn't he
Somebody's
just-
doing it.
Didn't you just have a news conference yesterday?
Yeah, I saw it at Red Lobster when I was chilling at the show. It was on
Oh,
TV
man,
there.
fuck a.
I heard he came out, right? And then I think, was it more like a speech? Because he doesn't answer questions.
Right.
Yeah, he doesn't answer. Joe Biden doesn't answer questions.
Well,
Not at all.
they're not programmed into him.
Yeah, yeah.
Fucking robot, dude.
And then what did he talk about? Afghanistan or something, probably?
I don't know. Bobby Buds was on stage. I couldn't hear the.
Trump didn't have press conferences. He had rallies all the time. Like,
Oh,
he had
he-
a lot
dude,
of rallies,
he
man.
had
I'm like,
great-
goddamn, he got another one today.
Yeah.
Dude, he had great press conferences. Is there like Trump and Acosta best of? Remember he'd attacked
Oh
him?
my god.
Yeah, let's pull it up, dude. I fucking miss Trump.
Just for the entertainment, not for him to run in the
No,
country.
yeah,
but just
he
for the
was-
entertainment. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, just
It's like it's another one today. What is this? It's like the fifth one this week.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Yeah, I would never vote for a
Challenge you
Republican.
on one of the statements that you made in the
at
tail
his
end of the
face.
campaign in the midterms. That
Here we go.
That, Mr. President, that this caravan was an invasion. As you know, Mr.
I
President,
consider it to be an
as you know, Mr. President, caravan was not an invasion.
Hey, now you let him talk.
It's a group of migrants moving up from Central America
So
towards
pissed.
the border
He's so
with the U.S.
Thank you for telling
And
me.
why did you characterize it as such?
Because
and
I consider it an invasion. You and I have a difference of opinion.
do you think that you demonized immigrants in
Not
this
at all.
election
No, not
to
at all.
try
I
to
want
keep
them. I want them to come into the country, but they have to come in legally. You know, they have to come in, Jim, through a process. I want it to be a process.
Jesus Christ. The best one is when he did that HBO interview. He's just going through the paper to look for the
yeah.
grass. Have you ever seen that? He looks so
Yeah.
lost. He's just like looking at him. It's like you ever like look for like your report card and your book bag when your parents asked for it and you didn't want to show them it. That's
Is
what
this
he
put him in a
looked like.
negative light?
Yeah.
I don't know if we can.
Dude, this is
I
Yeah,
have to
it is. He
defend
just
him.
shuffles through
Look
it.
at some of these
Look at
charts.
I'd love to.
We're gonna look.
No, that's not
Let's
it.
look.
And if you
Still-
look at death,
Yeah. Started to go up again.
well, right here, the United States is
Not even
lowest
showing him.
in
I like how the logo's on his face.
categories. We're lower than the world,
Lower than the
lower than Europe.
In what? In what?
Look at this. Look. Man, you can't read that.
Here's case death.
Who's giving him this?
Oh, you're doing death as a proportion of cases. I'm talking about death as a proportion of population. That's where the US is really bad.
Well,
Much worse than South Korea, Germany,
you
etc.
can't do that. You have to go by. You have to go by where. Look, here is the United States. Okay. Look, we're last, meaning we're first.
Last, I don't know what we're first to. As in what?
Take a look.
You're first or last?
Okay.
Shake and
And we
bake.
have cases.
Shake and bake.
1,000
All
Americans.
right, okay.
Pull up Alex Jones and
Oh god.
what's his name? Morgan? Pierce Morgan. 72.
We don't have time.
Yeah, we can't
How
keep
much
doing
time we
Trump.
got?
We got like a minute left.
Oh, you got plugs?
Plug. Yeah, man. Go check out Alan Ford Working for the Funny on all streaming media platforms. Every Monday we do 4 Pieces of Laughter at Riddles Comedy Club. $10 show. Come out to that. We got a good lineup this week.
Can you say the C word there yet or no? You still can't say the C word?
I don't know. They don't care. I
Okay.
think that was just a.
When Ken was around? All
Yeah,
right,
I think that was just that. I've heard it a couple times. That Damon says it on something.
CUNT.
Yeah, see, that's about it. That's all my plugs I got right now.
James, you got some plugs?
Oh, follow me at Florida Comedy
At Florida Comedy.
on Instagram,
For the comedy.
Facebook.
Stand up is back. It's first and third Fridays of the month at District 1540 North Milwaukee. Go to standupstandup.net for tickets. I believe when this comes out, I think I'm not gonna say who the headliner is because it's a huge announcement, but it's gonna be a good show. It's gonna be great. And then if you want to start a podcast.
Huge.
Hit me up on Instagram at People of Comedy Network. We have the lowest prices in town for what you get. Giovanni loves it. Look at him. He's still here.
Shirtless.
They're all this time shirtless. If you don't want to wear a shirt and you're a man, I will allow that. So go ahead and hit me up if you want to start a podcast.
All right, follow Lobo and Podcast on Instagram. Follow the Patreon. Episode 100 is on that one. It'll stay on that one for a while until I release it to the rest of the peons. And then
The peons.
TikTok, Lobo and Podcast. So tell a friend. Tell a friend, but maybe don't tell somebody that could get you fired at work about that you listen to it at podcast. So don't do that. And then, I don't know.
Can I hijack for one more quick
please.
plug? And I don't know where you are politically on this, and I don't care. I just, during the show today, I got a text from my mom that 2 of my elder family members have died of COVID as of today. We all have different opinions on coronavirus, but the data is out there. Please, if not for your sake, for other people's sake, at the very least, wear a mask, get tested, get vaccinated, and call your grandparents and your parents.
Check in on your family.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, my mom got vaccinated. My grandpa called her crying, get vaccinated, so she did. And my little sister's getting vaccinated.
Yeah, please.
Because she doesn't want to go to school, but she is again.
Yeah. Take care of each other out there.
She's fucking worthless. How about you get a fucking job? Okay, all right. Thank you very much. Lobo and Podcast.
Lobo,